Typically, it starts with making sure that the audiences can self-direct to the information that's important to them. So I've definitely gone to a site, land on their homepage, and like a lot of developers, I immediately look for where's the menu item that says developers, so I can click into that because I want to understand like what are they offering technically. But then there's other things like, well, someone else might be more interested in the pricing, right? So they're going to go to the pricing page. And so having those paths for your different personas to traverse is
Mm,
important. And then I would say that depending on where each persona is in the journey, whether they're evaluating the product versus building a proof of concept, you're going to need different levels of technical content. So a getting started guide is great for someone who is wants to actually start, getting hands-on and experience the product, but maybe you want to offer a way for them to interact with your API directly from your documentation without having to download any code and set up their IDE. So you can have different sort of entry points into the experience based on where they are in the journey and how technical they are or how technical they want to get at that moment in time. And so having multiple paths with multiple layers, I think, means you're going to be able to cater to those different stakeholders, which is, it's like I said, it's hard, but um, the worst thing I think you can do is to think that there's just one happy path, that
mm.
everyone's going to go down this one path and it's going to be like a funnel. And and if you've been around for a while, developers kind of bob in and out of your sphere of influence, and there's so many touch points that they might experience before they actually sign up and try your product out, that you want to work really hard to make each of those touch points to be a positive interaction. And this is where it really goes beyond your your DX team or your and goes into other teams, right? Like social media, how you interact on social media with the developer audience, that's a real opportunity to leave a positive impression on them so that they are more likely to take that next step in the journey. So everyone's got a role to play, I feel, in that DX.